Hello everyone. In today's video lesson, we are going to read a beautiful text which speaks about a little girl almost your age. Hardships and accidents are part of our lives, and all that we need to learn is to overcome these bravely. We cannot lose a battle without fighting it out. This autobiographical piece, A House is Not a Home, is written by Zan Gaudioso. Do you know what autobiography means? It means telling the story of one's own life. Before we begin, we must know a little bit about her. Zan Gaudioso is a prolific writer as well as the editor of the renowned volumes of best-selling Chicken Soup for the Soul series. Zan has co-authored the award-winning book The Buddha Next Door. She is a contemporary writer and simultaneously plays varied roles such as life coach, romantic poet, and ghostwriter. The protagonist of the story is Zan herself, who shares this story from her early teenage life in an anecdotal first-person narration. She speaks about the time when she transitioned to the first year of high school after completing junior school. Slowly but steadily, she is getting accustomed to her new surroundings, even while still missing her old teachers from junior school. Then, one Sunday afternoon, when she and her mother, along with their cat, are having a lazy time at their place, the entire house becomes engulfed in a raging fire. The fire spreads, quickly engulfing everything, and the only thing her mother could save was a metal box full of important documents and pictures and the letters of her deceased father. Though the fire service comes to their rescue, their house is entirely burnt down. Zan even loses the beloved pet cat whom she had once rescued as a kitten. After the devastating accident, both mother and daughter take refuge in her grandparents' house. From the next morning, the teenager begins to suffer a series of ordeals. She goes to school in clothes which look absolutely weird and has no books, nor homework or a backpack. She feels frustrated and humiliated at the fact that the more she tries to fit in, the worse it gets. She felt more and more like an outcast. Though Zan's heart aches terribly at the sight of her burnt-down house and with the thoughts of her lost cat, there is actually no time to grieve. Every moment turns difficult as they have to find a place to live, while Zan has to wear the same clothes to school and even borrow money from her grandparents. In this hour of need, her schoolmates display the kindest of emotions. They set up a huge table with all the necessary stuff for her: school supplies, notebooks, and different kinds of clothes. It feels like Christmas to Zan, and she heaves a sigh of relief for the first time after that dreadful fire as she starts believing that everything is going to be all right. Things actually change for the better as Zan finally witnesses her house being reconstructed along with her two new friends. Surprisingly, it is the dreadful fire which teaches Zan to overcome her insecurities and open up to the wonderful world around. The icing on the cake is the return of her beloved cat. A woman had found it along with Zan's phone number on his collar and was kind enough to bring her back to her old home. And that was all it took for Zan to cherish every bite of the scattered pieces of her life that was finally being rebuilt in front of her own eyes. The vulnerability of a restless teenager and all the pain and sadness of a tragedy subsided, and new courage gathered within her. She understands that a brick-and-mortar house does not make a home. Rather, a home is made by the people who love and care for us. With that, we come to the end of this story. We hope this helps you in your exam preparations. Good luck and see you soon in our next videos.